This is the Ryan Tannehill farewell tour. And then last but certainly not least, Geno Smith is better than Jimmy G.
No!
This has been consistent. This has been the last 2 years, especially last year. Every time Pollard comes in, he looks way better than Zeke. Behind the same O-line with the same front. Like, he's just better. The only reason, because of context, the only reason Zeke's still getting his carries is because of the damn contract.
But do you think record against Brady, bro? What the f***? Get the f*** up out of here.
Wait.
Nigel, what's your question?
They wanted had a better team. Mahomes had a better team. They lost. They closed the door because you can't stand in the kitchen. You can't take it. You can't take it, Trent. You can't take it.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Keeping It G podcast. I'm your host, G Baby, and I am back with the guys. How are y'all feeling today, man?
Hey, man, I'm great.
Good, man.
Feeling good. Yeah, well, we got a lot to talk about, a lot of things that happened 3 hours before we got here, 2 hours before we got here. So we just going to open it up. Sean Payton is now the head coach for the Denver Broncos. I believe the compensation, the Saints get their 2023 first round pick, which I believe is 28th. I think it's 28 because of the Niners. And they get a 2024 second round pick. And the Broncos get Sean Payton and a 2024 third round pick. So I want to know how y'all feel. Does it matter? Does it not? He's going to a stacked AFC West now. So
I swear, bro. Next year come around, that nigga Russell Wilson is still ass. Like, bro, we done heard all about the excuse for Russell Wilson, bro. This for on Russ now. Everybody blame Nathaniel Hackett. Like, bro, it's go time now, bro. You got Sean Payton. And you got a first round draft pick, so I mean, we gotta see what they do with that. But they should be better now, like way better than what they was this year, of course. And more injuries in them hurt them a lot, but Russ QB play was terrible. So we just gotta see, bro. I feel like he can't crash this year now. He shouldn't be. He got the coach now. He got one of the best coaches.
Yeah.
I agree.
JJ?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Trent already took the words, but I'm not gonna lie, it's over with for us. If he's bad next year, I'm sorry. I'm slaring the mess out of him, bro. It's gonna be bad, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. If he's bad next year, he's gonna get cut.
They was damn near trying to cut him this year.
That's not gonna happen.
They were trying to.
His cap hit is probably crazy. You cut him.
His cap hit is ridiculous. That's not gonna next year's gonna be.
He'll get traded somewhere.
Who gonna trade for that?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Who's gonna trade for that? I don't.
Devil's advocate, San Francisco. If Trey Lance don't pan out,
that'd be the dumbest thing ever. At that point, just keep Trey Lance. Trade for that contract for how old? He about to turn 35 next year.
I mean, we've seen guys like Aaron Rodgers play into his late 30s. If you give him the perfect situation, Drew Brees with a noodle arm was still, making it work because the Saints defense actually decided to step up. You gave him playmakers. I think if Russell Wilson about to hit 35, if you give him a great situation, I mean, I don't know. We thought the Broncos was a pretty good situation.
Yeah, real talk.
It was an overrated situation. It was kind of an overrated. Looking back, it was definitely an overrated.
I don't think.
I mean, I still thought they would be last in their division, but I thought they would win 10 games. I thought they'd be fighting for a 7th seed.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean? Because I still didn't think they were going to be better than for sure the Chargers or the Chiefs, but it's the Raiders that I was big on. That kind of ooh, okay, maybe
they still
maybe
finished below the
yeah. So, what do you think? So they have the head coach now. What do you think should be the Broncos and Sean Payton now first? I guess thing to address. All right, you got the head coach now.
There's really not that much to address. They just like last year they just got hurt. OD like Javonte Williams got hurt. Best two Alama got hurt. I'm not gonna lie, they have what they need unless Jerry Jeudy doesn't. Like, I'm sick of saying Jerry Jeudy breakout season. Like he needs to have one for real next year. So
yeah,
I don't.
Good luck.
He
Last
played
year,
not his best season this year.
I was gonna say.
Y'all think the offensive weapons they have is good enough?
To be
Maybe
a playoff team, probably.
They might need another.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I think it is. I think it is.
Maybe another running back, bro.
Because also before the season, I thought personally when I was watching just thinking about the Broncos, I just felt like Russ, like one of Russ's main weapons are gonna be Tim Patrick, and he went down before the season. So I was like, dang, bro, I'm not gonna lie, he lost another weapon who was pretty solid on that team, and I'm like, I could see Russ using that man too as advantages, especially with his skill set. So I think they're pretty solid offensively, low key.
Okay, so I hear y'all saying that everybody got hurt. Do y'all think those weapons healthy are good enough?
I think Javonte is good enough when he's healthy.
I agree.
I think they probably need maybe a better backup.
They need a better backup running back.
I lied. They need
another receiver too. That's what I said.
Cortland Sutton.
And bro, people try to hype up Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, people try to hype up Cortland Sutton. OD, he's not it, bro.
He's not even better than Jeudy.
I think when all three of those guys are together, I think they work pretty well in unison. So
I like Patrick. I do like Patrick a lot. He fits with Russ. I mean, we never saw it because he got hurt in the preseason, but he's like sort of a deep ball guy, and we know Russ likes the deep ball like down the sideline. So I think Patrick could be a huge piece. But I would agree kind of with Trent that they need maybe to add another guy, like maybe through the draft.
Okay, and on the flip side of that, the Saints finally got a first round pick, and God knows they needed it. So where do y'all think, because Trent, Dawson, I don't know about JJ and Nigel, you guys are more of the college guys, and I didn't get to watch college football a lot this year. Where, with that first round pick, do the Saints use it to move up? Or do they just sit there and, hey, look, we finally got a first round pick?
What do y'all need the most?
Quarterback.
And then I would say O-line would be the second next thing.
You can get an O-line at 28. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you don't got to move up.
If y'all really trying to
get a quarterback,
if you want to change, y'all might have to.
Baby, I got a question. I asked you. You guys got another, what's it called? You got the Broncos second round pick next year, right?
Yeah, 2024.
So you have 2 second round picks, and this first year and the first next year.
I believe so. Yeah, I think we still have our pick next year.
Do the Saints want the number 1 pick, G baby?
I don't want us to get the number 1 pick.
Okay.
Wow. I'm more with DJ. I'm next year.
Next year, okay.
But this year,
how about to say
DJ just said it in the chat. I'd rather just sit and wait on Hendon Hooker because I know he's gonna fall. That's what I thought our plan was going to be without a first round pick anyway. So me personally, I'm cool sitting, chilling with Hendon Hooker, and we'll see what happens in free agency. Because I don't think we're gonna if we do trade that pick, I think we're gonna wait to see what we can do at the quarterback position in free agency. Because Cap just went up 16 mil.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably cutting Davenport. We're probably cutting what's it called? Jarvis Landry probably.
Jarvis Landry.
Or he might be on a 2 years, so I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what we're gonna do with Honey Badger. I don't know. Tomorrow, I know Demario Davis and Cam Jordan are the 2 people that aren't going nowhere. So, as far as that's concerned, I just think now that we have a first round pick, I'm kind of cool just sitting and best available. Let's grab him.
I agree with best available for sure. I don't know if you want to take a quarterback with that pick, because just like you said, without the first round pick, y'all probably would have done that anyway. So if you're gonna have a higher pick, yeah. So if you're gonna have a higher pick, you probably want to get somebody that could, at least be a young piece down the line, somewhere else, maybe on defense, maybe on the O line.
Y'all think Y'all think we go O line, or y'all think we go receiver?
I would,
because I don't think we're keeping Michael Thomas. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for a receiver.
If that's the case, then that's the case. Then even though he probably, if y'all trade Michael Thomas, y'all might fuck around and get Jalen Hyatt.
Or Zay Flower. I'm trying to think.
Nah, Zay Flower's too small. Unless they want a slot receiver. Like you need,
but then they already have Olave, which is
they already got Olave already, so you can get like another.
Yeah.
You can get another big speed demon. That's what Jalen Hyatt is.
And then Lucas, to answer your question, I don't think we're getting rid of AK. I think if anything, he's the one that's staying, and Michael Thomas is the one leaving. So I don't think he's going anywhere. But well, yeah. So then the other news that came out pretty much right after, DeMeco Ryans, new head coach for the Texans, 6-year deal. Did he play in Houston or something?
Yeah, he did.
He played with JJ Watt.
Either way,
so how do y'all feel about that, about him as well?
He is smart. I don't care. He's smart.
I hope he drafts a quarterback, bro. I hope they don't just roll out there with what's his nuts again and go get
David Smith.
Yeah. And also the Texans got to commit to the rebuild, bro. They can't keep firing coaches after 1 year like the last 2 years.
They can't do that though. They got
to go to 6 years. They got to use all 6 years, bro.
That's why he signed that. That's why he signed that 6 year because he knew if he signed anything less, he knew that he could be expendable. And
we'll give you a 3-year deal and you just get fired after 1 year. Like, nah, bro.
Oh, fire, bro. You're wilding.
Also,
Philly wouldn't trade for.
Also, you want to just give Philly everything, bro? Like, come on.
Yeah,
let's just give Philly everything.
They already have.
Yeah, they don't. They're not trading.
I was about to say, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so on the quarterback situation because at the end of the day, that like if you draft another quarterback, you're just gonna put him in the same situation. But like, I'm not opposed to them taking a quarterback either. So at the end of the day,
the Texans.
The Texans.
I hope they do, bro.
If they do, then they do. But like, I feel like they have more. It would be better for their team in general if they go and get something else.
Honestly, I'm reading the chat right now. Hellfire, he said if he's DeMeco Ryans, he take the defense and roll with Mills for another year. The only reason that kind of sounds like it makes a little bit of sense. One, the top of the draft is like a lot of defense. There's a lot of defense at the top of the draft, and then also he's not gonna have the same like leash as Lovie Smith or David Cull. Like he's not going to get fired after 1 year, even if a bad year. Like I'd be beyond shocked if that happened. I'd be shocked if that happened. So if you're able to, because that team's still not gonna be good. Like the team's probably still gonna win 3-4 games. They're probably gonna still be in contention for the number 1 pick. If you can maybe save it till next year, do it. But then you already have the 2nd pick this year. So if Bryce Young is there, you probably just go ahead and take him. So
if I'm DeMeco Ryans, I think this 6-year deal. I think when they had these conversations, they're like, "Look, first year of this deal, let's just suck. Let's build. Yeah. Let's use these draft picks for defense. Let's continue to suck." Caleb Williams. And they'll probably draft a receiver in the 2nd, 3rd round, just so that when you do get Caleb, he'll have a weapon of sorts.
Hopefully, Mechie.
They gotta hope John Mechie, comes back.
They drafted Mechie last year. They'll probably get someone in the 2nd, 3rd round. You don't want him throwing to 5th rounders.
I'm not gonna lie. If Brandon Cooks is still there, I'm kind of like,
bro, he's got to be traded.
Yeah. No,
he's getting traded in the offseason.
I'm like 80% sure he'll sit out if he's still there by next season.
Brandon Cooks is a good player for the Broncos to get. Talking about getting another receiver. That's a good player.
Put him back with Sean Payton.
Sean Payton,
That's not crazy. That's actually, that's a good pull right there.
Yeah.
Because Sean Payton didn't take this job, or we didn't trade for this job so they could, build. They're trying to win. They know Russ has a limited window. They know they have a top 5 defense, really top 3 for most of the year.
Hopefully they
got hurt. It was all well. I know Sean Payton wanted Vic Fangio as his coordinator, but they took too long to get the deal going. So that's why Vic Fangio went with
Dolphins.
He hasn't even officially signed with us though.
I don't think he's gonna back out though.
I don't think he's gonna back out either. Not for Sean Payton and not for the Broncos. That would be
going back to Denver.
He was gonna be the highest paid DC too. I don't know why.
I think he's going to be.
And you coming to Miami, bro? You're chilling on the beach and shit.
He'll be fine. Yeah,
he'll be fine.
That's a big pull for y'all, by the way.
Hey, Hellfire brought up, Hellfire just made me realize something real quick. I'm reading these comments too. Like, I just realized that they also do have KJ Hamler. He didn't say that in the comment, but like, I think that's another weapon that they have that Russ might be able to use better to his advantage with under Sean Payton. So,
I mean, this running back market, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's kind of like top heavy, but low key they should probably look at getting.
I was gonna say Pollard.
They gotta pay him a lot though.
Oh, the Broncos
the Broncos.
Because like, I don't know if you're gonna ride. Pause. I don't know if you're gonna ride Javonte like that, like his rookie year. Like everyone thought he was gonna be a workhorse back, and now he just.
Well, I mean, he was leaning towards that. So if you're talking about, so he doesn't have to take the load.
Yeah,
I get you, but they gotta pay Tony Pollard
just
to do the same thing. I was saying like get a lower end. Like, is Jamal Williams a free agent?
He is.
Like get a lower.
I feel like the Lions
guy.
are gonna re-sign him though.
They might, but I'm just saying like get a lower end guy that can just come in and complement. Like he doesn't need to, because I think Javonte Williams can be a 3-down back if you really want him to be. But Sean Payton's the head coach now. You know he's going to try to find a Reggie Bush, Darren Sproles.
He's gonna use him like Mark Ingram.
Kamara.
Yes, and Javonte's gonna be the Mark Ingram. So. Yeah, so we also just brought that up. Where do you think the Dolphins defense can go back to what it was 2 years ago, the number one scoring defense? I mean, I don't know if they have.
I don't know about number one, but we could definitely be at least top 15, bro, because we were like 22nd, 23rd. That's an awful from going like top 10 to bottom 10. Like that's real bad.
Yeah, I think y'all gonna be top 10, honestly. Like Fangio.
We have the players. Like you look at the name, like you have the players. They gotta play better though. They gotta play better though too.
Do y'all really like Bradley Chubb like that?
No, that's why I think we got Vic Fangio. Because Bradley Chubb was playing really well. He was playing really well under Vic Fangio in Denver, and then he came over and struggled. So that's why I feel like that's why the Dolphins are another reason why they're doing it. Because they gave up that first round pick that's now going to the Saints.
Yeah,
it's just when I think about Bradley Chubb, like when he went to the Dolphins, I was like, that's a W hire for the Dolphins because they needed it.
Yeah,
but then like
he got outplayed by Jalen Phillips. Like
I don't know, like Bradley Chubb, I feel like he got that contract and was just kind of like
he half-assed it.
And you could say it's because of the Dolphins' different scheme and maybe wasn't suited to him.
It's because it's Miami, bro. Probably partying.
I mean, you feel me? That's what I'm just saying. Like, Bradley Chubb is really good. Bradley Chubb is really good. And I believe with Vic Fangio, he can go back to being the Bradley Chubb. But what I saw from him this season when he went to the Dolphins, like I'm not saying he was ass, but he was just like I was kind of like
mid, bro.
I don't think that's what they traded you for.
But that's the Dolphins defense, mid.
That's what I just said. I'm hoping with Vic Fangio, he can go back to being that, but when he got to Miami, I just feel like he was gonna have a bigger impact than he didn't. And like that's what I'm saying. If Vic Fangio comes back and Bradley Chubb goes back to being Bradley Chubb, then who was y'all DC before?
Boyer, right?
No, it was the same guy that. Oh, what was his name?
Boyer.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Whoever it was, I'm gonna blame it on him. It's just
he did a bad job.
Because when Bradley Chubb got there, he signed that contract. And I thought he was going to have bigger impact.
Why can't I remember that dude's name?
So that's why, and to Warnock's point, he was wild in Denver. That's why I said I was shocked when he got to Miami. He didn't look the same. So hopefully Vic Fangio can bring that back.
It was Josh Boyer. Yeah, it was.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Jalen Phillips really outplayed him because they were just focusing on Bradley Chubb more, honestly.
That could be. Also, Phillips is good. Like
nice.
That's a good duo. That's a good duo.
And Christian Wilkins in the inside too. He's super.
And and then Holland on the back end.
Yeah, I like the players they got. Christian Wilkins. Yeah, bro, I didn't know he led the league. Didn't he lead like all?
He broke the defense. Yeah, he broke the record for most tackles by a D lineman in history.
Yeah. So I like the players they have. Are y'all gonna re-sign Byron Jones?
No, he's still on the team, bro.
But is he a free agent?
No, he just didn't play.
Who's the free agent? Don't you have a secondary?
You know who's mad overrated though? Xavier Howard.
Bro, he played so bad this year.
He is for sure mad overrated.
He was not good.
So bad.
At all. And made a Pro Bowl.
he's in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, which was wild.
Him and Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley.
This Pro Bowl is, bro. The Pro Bowl. If anyone
That's why I never.
Tyler Huntley had 2 touchdowns. He's in the Pro Bowl.
I don't care about Pro Bowls, bro.
Yeah, I was
Tyler
gonna say.
made a Pro Bowl.
What?
Derek Carr got benches in the Pro Bowl, bro.
So here's my thing. You look at all the AFC quarterbacks. Who could you have replaced? Because all the ones that would have made it are all hurt.
They're
so
all
Trevor Lawrence, Derek Carr. After that,
Josh Allen went to go golf. He not even hurt.
Yeah, Josh Allen said, "I'm not going. I'm golfing. Like I'm on vacation now."
Oh, who else could you have?
Tua got concussed. Lamar Jackson injured. Justin Herbert had surgery. All those quarterbacks hurt.
They weren't going to go anyways.
You can't find me another quarterback in the AFC that could have made it.
You want Russell Wilson in there, G baby?
I know he wants Russell Wilson.
Not him, but
you want Deshaun Watson in there?
Why?
Mac Jones.
I know you want Matt Ryan in there.
I mean, at least Mac Jones.
Yeah, you want Matt Ryan in there? You want Matt Ryan?
Mac Jones would have been a little bit more sense.
He was in it last year.
Kenny Pickett could have made it.
Heck
the fact that it was
God, no.
Bro, I'm just saying these guys played full seasons.
Should have just put Mike White in there, bro.
Put Bailey's.
Might as well. He would go crazy.
I would have taken Mike White over him too. Honestly, there's a lot of people that I feel like you could have put in over, but I mean, it is what it is. But moving on. Also, I wanted to talk about Kellen Moore being hired as the Chargers OC. I know we had talked about it a little bit on Gridiron, but JJ, I'll start with you. How do you feel with Kellen Moore? Does it really change anything? Does it move anything for you? How do you feel?
So I'm so on the Kellen Moore hire because I think anyways, anytime you're just in Dallas, bro, I don't know. It's just there's just that drowning feeling it's just never gonna work out over there, right? But he wasn't horrible. I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't horrible. Some of the Dak's best years were under him. So, with him going to the Chargers, I kind of wish that Staley was gone because I feel like he's gonna downplay bro's ability to coach. So I think Staley still needs to be gone, but I think they scapegoated Lombardi more than they did. And Lombardi was still not that good, but I think they just went with him trying to make it seem like he was really the problem instead of going and attacking the root. So
that's interesting. I see what you're saying. But I think Lombardi was pretty bad.
Yeah,
you have to get rid of.
He was bad.
Because look, my whole thing on Staley is it's not the fact that he's not a horrible head coach. He's not horrible, but his decision making has to get better for him to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he could be a high end head coach, but his decision making in crunch time and in certain game time situations that's gonna make you win games is horrible. So I can't rock with that. And then no matter, even when you get Kellen Moore, he's gonna create. I think he's gonna drop a lot of great plays. He's gonna be better for the for Justin Herbert. You can see Justin Herbert open up an offense with those guys, probably get some more weapons or a better weapon, a deep threat. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to a minute left on the clock, Brandon Staley's over here making decisions to what y'all gonna do. Is he gonna make those the right decisions? So I don't.
That's true. That's a good.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Lombardi, he needs to just give complete control of the offense to Kellen Moore, and just go back to focusing on a deep. Yeah. I think Staley needs to give complete control of the offense to Kellen Moore. Let him make those decisions on. I know everything starts with the head coach, but they need to let Kellen Moore. Because if Brandon Staley's still don't go for it or go for it and kind of hindering stuff. Because I mean, he's supposed to be a defensive coach, and the defense on paper looks good, but I think they've been underperforming a lot.
They have.
So injuries matter too, but even when everybody's there, I've seen y'all look horrendous. So it's a tough because Kellen Moore's kind of whatever to me. He's kind of whatever to me. He really don't move me like that.
I got
but
you.
It's just and then also too, he can try to run the ball all he wants. They have probably the worst O-line in the league.
Bro, they're not running shit. Let's be honest, bro.
Or I won't say worse. It's a bottom 5 O-line because I don't think it's as bad as the Texans, but It's a bottom 5 line.
See, no, I think they're because all right. I agree with y'all when it comes to Austin Eckler and running the ball, but also I feel like you got to help him out because like rushing the football for me when I look at Austin Eckler is going to be contingent on how good his O line is, and so clearly his best trait for them right now is being out the backfield and going crazy for them that way because he can't run the football, and the only way a guy that's going to be able to run a football with that bad of O line is you're going to have like that type of running back that's just going to run through everything, run through contact, through all that. That's not who Austin Eckler is. So, I mean, I don't know.
Receiver.
You know what?
They need to get another receiver.
Yeah, that's a fact. They need a deep threat.
Yeah, I don't really care about. Yeah, I don't really care
Perfect
about
draft.
like that. So
the perfect person,
because right when he goes to the Saints, when he makes his way to the Saints, that man will.
It's dead ass sad you hit on Mike Will. Like he's really not nice.
Like I'm not gonna lie, if he ever came to the Saints, I will tolerate him, but I'm still gonna hate him. I will tolerate him if he's productive and consistent. Then hey, shout out to you, Mike Will. Maybe you just needed the black and gold to be consistent.
I just want you to know. I just want you to know.
Mike Will turns into Mike Thomas.
Crazy how inconsistent you think he is, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just crazy.
Bro, he is so boomer bust.
If he starts,
it's just he doesn't have a middle ground, bro. Like
but literally, he's a number 2 receiver. Bro, the way how you make it seem like he's just so inconsistent, and he's a number 2, and he's on Keenan Allen beside him.
Okay, he is a number 2. You're right, but he's been doing this his whole career, though. Like even with Phillip Rivers, he was boom or bust, and then he got with Herbert. He had his green. What?
They had Keenan Allen and Wilding.
He was still boom or bust. Like what he's doing with Herbert is what he should have been doing with with Phillip Rivers. And then when we look at it, yeah, I drag it. I hate him, so of course I drag it.
Why do you hate?
Why? Because I think he's so mid, bro. Like it's not even funny. But either way, like he's just one of the players I just can't stand. Just like Karl Anthony Towns. But anyway,
it's just funny with the receivers you compare them to. It's like you look at their stats. They're not that consistent either. They
like how many receivers in the end? Hold on, how many receivers are actually really?
Oh,
really
he said consistent? Michael Pittman was better than Mike Will. We don't like. Come on, bro.
No.
Like, come on,
baby. Michael Pittman's on the lower end of it, but yeah,
bro, he's not even.
Michael Pittman was at 30. Michael Pittman was at 30, so like, I'm not gonna really waste my breath on
Christian Kirk even, and I don't even hate Christian Kirk, but Christian Kirk got inconsistency problems. He's one of the. He dropped some of the most passes. Mike Williams don't really drop passes. I think he dropped one pass all year. Like
and Christian Kirk, I'm taking Christian Kirk over Mike Williams. Absolutely, I am.
I'm not.
Because I feel like as a third option, he was like he almost had 1,000 yards as a third option.
As a second, wait, when was he?
No, Christian Kirk, on the Cardinals, he was the third option.
It was Hopkins, and then who was the second option?
Rondale Moore.
Yeah, Rondale Moore was the second option.
Rondale Moore was the second option.
I believe so.
I thought it was.
I thought Kirk was the second.
Kirk. It was Kirk. It was Kirk and Zach Ertz. Like they used both.
We want to talk about players not top 30. Christian Kirk. Sniff, he gets at 30 or 29.
He probably is, but Mike Williams.
Yeah, he's top 30. Mike Will is better than Christian Kirk.
I mean, that's y'all. I don't really y'all know. Okay, so if I take my hate out, I think there's legit 25 receivers you can't argue. I think there's 25 you can't argue with Mike Will. After that, I guess
that's the same way with Christian Kirk.
That's fine. I'm that's fine. Like I don't really trip about
Mike
that.
Williams
Because if I look, I'm not gonna lie, there's like 26. Well, y'all don't like Christian Kirk, so I guess I can't use him.
I don't even dislike Christian Kirk.
Do y'all think? Well, I don't mean like y'all don't like him, but y'all think Mike Will's better, so I can't use him. Do y'all think Brandon Ayuk is better than Mike Will?
Ooh.
Yes, actually.
I do. Low key, I do.
Okay, so then with that being said, there's 26 receivers I think are legit.
I mean, shit, they both better.
It depends who else.
Hold on, you got Christian or you got Calvin Ridley in there?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And then I think I'm taking Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson over Mike Will.
I agree.
I agree with that. I agree
with both.
And then after that, like
that's not wrong.
Tyler Lockett and DK. Well, I'm taking DK over Mike Will.
Oh, no DK,
DK clear.
Tyler Lockett, if you want to
have DK that low is just crazy, but we're gonna
anyway.
DK way cheaper than DK.
But I think
timeout.
But I think you guys gotta understand.
Oh yeah, Darnell Mooney is better than Christian Kirk. That's 30. Yeah, he's not top 30.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't agree with that. I'm not gonna lie.
That's nigga.
Division though.
I don't know.
I see the vision with Mooney though.
No, don't
Specifically, I think this year.
Only saying that because he got hurt.
But no, but I'm saying I think the pool of receivers is so deep. Like somebody can't make the top 20 pause. Somebody can't make the top 20. Somebody got to fall out. You know what I mean? So when you say, "Oh, DK's not top 20," when you first hear it, it's like, how is he not top 20? And then you look through it and you're like, okay, yeah, no, he might not be top 20.
I mean, I don't want to.
No, I cannot reach 15.
G-Baby, you were. I don't know if you saw, but Darius Slay commented on one of the Instagram posts when we were talking about Mike Evans not being top 10. Did you see that? Like the actual Darius Slay.
Yeah,
Darius Slay on the Eagles commented. Yeah, go to the Instagram.
Oh, I think I've seen that on Instagram.
Go to Instagram and we're talking about the Mike
on Gridiron.
Yeah, so Trent. So me and Trent have been saying Mike Evans isn't top 10. Like we've been saying that shit.
And Slay
was like, he's top 10, and I'm just like, bro, I think there's so many receivers that have improved and are just better than Mike Evans. But yeah, Darius Slay,
on the Mike Evans top 10. When did he comment this?
Yeah.
When was this? Y'all boys, stop leaving that man out y'all top 10s. When I told Dawson that. When I told Dawson that, he said,
I got you.
It was nostalgia. He told me, he said, bro, you just being nostalgic. I said, no, I'm not.
It's right here. G baby. It says the disrespect.
Oh, it's on TikTok.
No, this is Instagram. This is Instagram.
That's Instagram?
I'm literally on the.
You got to go to the middle one. And then you go to
I'm stupid. I hit on the wrong freaking.
Yeah.
It
has like the 200.
Mike Evans is not a top 10 receiver. Is the D-Hop does D-Hop deserve love? That one.
No, he is not top 10.
I'm not seeing his name.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'll send it. I'll just send it to you.
Yeah. But
no, he commented that like no disrespect, and I was just like, I don't even think that's disrespect. I just feel like there's so many young good receivers in the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the pool is so large. Like we're not saying DK and Mike Evans both are top 20. When you look through the receivers, that's not a crazy argument.
I mean, I think DK's top 20, but
DK is top 20.
Because
you do have DK low. You do have DK low.
It's kind of pretty easily, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't know.
If DK is low because I prefer. DK is low because I prefer Christian Kirk and Brandon Ayuk. Like that's why he's that low. You know what I mean?
Wait, that's
Brandon
Ayuk and Christian.
Neither of them are better than DK.
I prefer them over DK.
Bro, you make this harder and harder every day, bro.
But I'm looking. So I don't think that's crazy, but. I'm looking, so Jalen. So if we go through 11 through 20, right? Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Calvin Ridley, Amari.
You got CD in your top 10?
Yes.
Amari Cooper's not better than DK. I'm sorry. I don't think Amari.
I don't know.
That's tough. Amari Cooper did ball with what's Jacoby Brissett.
I disagree.
Low-key cooking.
I think DK is better.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly, but
G-Baby, who's better, DK Metcalf or Deebo Samuel?
Debo.
Why you say that so easily? You don't even
because
like
I'm taking Debo over DK.
So hold on. Question.
That's never been a question for me.
Okay, so question: are Debo and Christian Kirk the same tier? Are they in the same tier for you?
Or do I think who? Christian Kirk or who?
Debo.
No.
Okay.
Not anymore. Okay, cool.
Wait, you said
I told you I had to adjust my list.
Leaning, though? Which way are you
I told
leaning,
you I had
though?
to. I'm taking Debo. I told you when I made my list, I was like, you know what? I don't like the way.
Is Brandon Ayuk actually a free agent?
Yes.
Who?
He also need to go to LA.
Because I saw the Giants, edit that someone posted. And I was like, he's actually a free agent. I'm like, bro, I don't even think the Niners can pay for that, man.
No, I'm not gonna hold you. He need to go to LA if he's a free agent.
You talking about LA Chargers?
Yes. Because Keenan Allen's getting old and Mike Williams is Mike Williams. So
you gross.
I'm just saying, low key, you need to. And Keenan Allen is Keenan Allen.
Yeah, he gets hurt. Yeah, he gets hurt every fucking game. So.
Yeah, but I'll chill.
Does he really though?
Yes.
This is like the first time he missed like 7 games in a minute though.
Yeah, but he's older now too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's his age that. So, it's his age that.
Older you get, I don't.
It's a top 10. It's a top 10 receiver though. We cool.
Last year he was Nigel. Come on.
Yeah.
Last year he was.
2 years ago.
Last year he was. He wasn't this year. Keenan Allen.
I'll give you 2 years ago.
Last year saying Keenan Allen was top 10 was not crazy at all. This year,
I'm not saying it was crazy. I'm not saying it was crazy. I'm just saying I disagree.
You know what? The 49ers probably can pay him because they're not paying a quarterback a lot because they're on the rookie deal.
That is facts.
I
didn't know Bosa's.
Bosa's, I think, is on his rookie
too. I didn't know he was.
Yeah, Bosa's gonna get whatever he wants. So
Bosa's gonna be on his 5th year next year.
Hey, Hellfire, Amari Cooper hands ain't good either, bro. And he top 20. Like people.
Who are you talking about? Yeah, Amari Cooper's hand. Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Is he talking about
So Nigel, I'm gonna ask this question because I'm pretty sure I know your answer. So are you taking DJ Moore or DK?
Oh, DJ. That's actually DK. I'll take DK. It's close though.
If you're taking DK over DJ Moore, then you're probably gonna take him over everybody else I named too.
You lost me. Yeah, you lost me.
But like, I'm assuming you're taking DK. I'm assuming you're taking DK over Amon-Ra.
Bro, yes, DJ Moore is so hard to rank because he has the worst quarterbacks, bro.
Garrett Wilson, bro. I'll take DK still.
Garrett Wilson.
Okay, so let me ask you this as a side note: do you think Garrett Wilson clears Chris Olave?
Kinda, yeah. But that's not a disrespect to Olave. That's not a disrespect.
I don't think
I like Olave a lot. So that's not a disrespect, but yeah, he kind of.
I guess I'm the only one that thinks it's not clear. Like I think Garrett Wilson's better, but I don't think it's clear. You know what I mean? Like I've always said.
I think if Garrett Wilson's a 10, Clear's kind of. I think
if Garrett Wilson is a 10, I think Olave's a 9.
Yeah, like I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Or 8.5. Even if you want to say 8.5, I still don't think that's a clear. For me, a clear, you got to go from like 10 to 6.5, 7.
Yeah.
Like that's a clear to me. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
So like Brandon Ayuk going to the Chargers instead of Josh Palmer. Like that's definitely a clear.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming you think DK is better than T. Higgins?
Yes.
Wait,
y'all can't tell me that's not a toss-up. Y'all can't tell me that's not a toss-up.
What?
Wait, what are you talking about?
T. Higgins and DK.
Y'all know how DK or T. Higgins?
Y'all are gross, bro. Y'all are gross.
I think it's closer than what people think, but y'all OD with D. But I'm gonna just keep that pushing.
Wait,
DK and T. Higgins.
I'll be honest. I'll take T.
And then last one, Debo. I'm assuming you're taking Debo over DK, right?
I don't know how the hell to rank Debo, dog. Because if it's last year Debo, this is
not a question. Debo. This is not a question.
Yeah, but if it's this year, it's also not a question. I'm taking DK. I'll just take DK for now because of what I've seen recently. But
all right. Last thing before we get to the the big games and stuff. I wanted to ask y'all: do y'all think Aaron Rodgers will get traded? And if so, to who and which team makes the most sense? Whoever.
I got a question. How many years does he have left on his contract?
Like 3. If no one go answer, I'll answer. He going to the Jets, bro.
You think
He's
so?
going to the Jets. It's all lining up, bro.
It's too clear cut.
I don't like
too
that.
clear cut lining up.
I don't like it.
You don't like?
No,
I do.
I want Lamar to go there, bro.
Lamar's getting franchised. I saw.
Lamar's getting franchised, bro.
If he decides to sit out, don't trade him.
Yeah, but
it also depends on who.
But once they signed Hackett, bro, I feel like they're going to get Rodgers.
Bro, that's what they said about the Broncos.
The Broncos, yeah.
Yeah, and then they saw how much of a disaster it was. We all fell for it. We all did, and we saw it was a disaster. So, I mean, what are they going to get Hackett and just sign Jimmy G and be the same team? No.
That'd be horrible because in that case, that's a downgrade.
Wait, if they do get Jimmy G, what are they just holding out?
They're not going to sign Hackett and trade for Derek Carr, bro. I just don't see that.
You said they signed Jimmy G, right? They get Jimmy G for like a 2-year contract minimum, right? Mm-hmm. They're just like holding out until it's riding the wave until Lamar, like they can figure out what's going on with Lamar, bro. Like.
But they're going to just be in that 6 to 8 or 6 to 9 win range every year.
They'll win way more games with Jimmy G than they ever would with Zach Wilson, bro. Let's be real. And their team is good enough, well enough constructed for Jimmy G.
In fairness, Jimmy G
not going to go.
Especially with Breece Hall coming back. And Elijah Vera Tucker coming back. Jimmy G on that team instead of Zach Wilson, they for sure make the playoffs.
So they won't be horrible.
100%.
They won't be horrible. But I think if Rodgers is on the team, they're Super Bowl contenders.
That's also.
true. Yes, that's facts. But like, think about it. The Bills
and I think the
Dolphins.
Jets are. I just think the Jets are. Oh, my bad, G baby, go.
No, I was just saying the Bills played the Dolphins with Skylar Thompson as the quarterback and almost lost.
Yeah.
What do you think the Jets defense would do?
Exactly. I think
we saw the Jets defense.
Like, I get what you're saying with Rodgers. I also just like the fact of like you still have a younger quarterback, you know what I'm saying, with a very young team. And he's on his way to being a veteran. He might as well be a veteran in my eyes already. Like Lamar, he's close to being a vet in my opinion.
I mean, this is sixth. It's about to be a 6th year.
Yeah, so
bro's a veteran.
He's about to be a veteran.
But I'm still saying, even
to
him being a vet, he's still probably one of the youngest or the youngest vet.
He just turned 26. Yeah.
So him going to that team and leading that team and showing them the ropes, all this different stuff going into it. They still have vets all around on the field. I just like their window is going to be exponentially wide until they start losing players from you if they have Lamar. Versus when you have Aaron Rodgers, you don't know how much longer like you're going to have with Aaron Rodgers because you don't know what his plans are or how he's going to plan out the rest of his future. You know what I'm saying? And
I think it's funny because like I think usually how teams go into it is like they have the quarterback that isn't getting paid a lot of money and then they pay a bunch of guys around him, and it seems like the Jets are kind of like doing the opposite because all their skill position guys, all their defensive guys are young. Sauce, Quinnen Williams, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, like they basically all just got drafted. So now
they need to hurry up and win,
and they're all really good.
They need to hurry up and win.
They need to hurry up and win because if they don't, they're gonna lose some of the pieces.
You can say that, but look.
No, but Jets fans have never had a great quarterback, bro. Ever. Their best quarterback ever is Joe Namath, who has more picks than touchdowns.
Is it though? They did have
Brett Favre. I think it is. They did have Brett Favre. Brett Favre didn't even beat Chad Pennington to go to the playoffs that year.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick did almost lead him to the playoffs with Brandon Marshall.
Oh my God.
Ryan Fitzpatrick was that guy.
So wait, you're going to sit up here and tell me Ryan Fitzpatrick is better than Joe Namath?
Is that really a ridiculous statement?
On the Jets?
I don't know.
Jets?
I don't know.
I might be siding with G-Baby.
I think G-Baby might be right, low key.
Let me stop. I need to do research on that before I give an opinion. I don't want people to
Bro, so my whole thing is, though, regression plays a factor into what I'm saying also about Aaron Rodgers. He's getting older at the end of the day. This man's getting wiser. He's going to realize that at the end of the day, football – I feel like personally, he's like just falling down that Brett Favre route. But like at the end of the day,
yeah, he pulls the Brett Favre, he goes from the Packers right to the Jets, just like Brett Favre.
And like I said, like in those 4 years, they could be really good. But I just think that window will be a tighter window than if you have Lamar, because that Lamar window would be exponentially wide with all those weapons, those young guys, them building up the line.
Here's where I counter that. You got to pay Lamar for 5 years. You really only got to pay Aaron Rodgers for 2, and that's when all the rookie contracts come up. And you can go get a rookie. And as long as you don't fall in love with one throw on social media, you should be fine. You really only have to pay Aaron Rodgers for 2 years. Lamar, you got to give him a 5-year bag.
In that bag should at least be $230.
Because and then who do you lose after that? Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep Sauce. They're gonna keep Quinnen. So that means you got to lose a C.J. Mosley. That means you probably got to lose a
DJ Reed.
Yeah, DJ Reed. That somebody got to take a hit. You know what I mean? And then offensively, you might.
I think all that stuff will play out in the course of the years because those are also C.J. Mosley's one of the older guys too on that team, right? We don't know where he's gonna. We don't know where he's gonna end up in like the next what.
But I'm saying your young pieces though. You still need a core, and I don't think their core in the AFC at least is good enough if it's only CJ.
Lamar.
I mean Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams. You know what I mean? Because your receivers, you're eventually gonna have to pay Garrett Wilson if he keep turning out the way we think. Elijah Moore, if they finally use him, he might not get the bag originally like we thought he was projected to be, but he's still gonna garner a bag. Breece Hall, if he becomes like the beautiful thing
that's
about
the
it,
one
they
thing
have so
that
much potential. They have so much potential all around to where there's so many guys that can blossom on this team, and that's great. But eventually, you got to pay one. And unless you're going to go the route where you continue paying mid quarterbacks just to keep you afloat, you can't keep everybody.
That Breece Hall one is the one that's going to change the way I see what they're going to do. Because at the end of the day, we all know how the NFL treats running backs and what they do when they're looking at running backs. So that Breece Hall argument could work depending on how good he's going to be. Like, bro, if this man's like, if this man's the next AP, That's a whole different story. I'm sorry.
Let's be honest. Oh, he better be really, really good because they tried to pay Le'Veon, and look how that experiment
went. Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we're gonna play a running back. He's gonna be great. Le'Veon Bell was a year and a half in the Jets and was awful.
I mean, are we gonna blame that on Adam Gase in this game? Because I don't think they really.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
I don't think they really use Levy, and then Le'Veon. Like, I didn't.
I'm gonna blame Le'Veon. I think
Le'Veon deserves some blame too, but definitely Adam Gase. Adam Gase is terrible. Next AP, LOL.
No, I'm saying like I'm not thinking he's gonna be there. I'm just saying like there's no way they're paying this man like a 7-year bag just because he's Brees Hall. Like this man better be like CJ 2K or something and start going.
And he already has an injury.
Yeah,
he already has an injury, so they're probably gonna have to use that against him.
This kind of reminds me of something. Y'all remember when Peyton Manning retired and John Elway basically said, I feel like there should be a mid-market for quarterbacks. That's kind of where I feel like we might be like that might go away. Because Brock Osweiler shouldn't have got that bag. That's the reason. Or not. Was it Brock? Yeah, it was Brock.
Yeah, it was Brock.
John Elway didn't want to pay him because he felt, hey, you were solid, but you're not worth no $75 million. There should be a mid-market for quarterbacks if you're just mid. That is one of the best things John Elway ever said because
I agree with that too, yeah.
Like I feel like people either get the bag or they get cheap contracts. Like there's no in between. And I feel like when you're coming around like Jimmy G, he's the highest paid backup.
Yeah.
Wherever he goes as a starter, I guarantee you it's probably going to be a little more than he probably should get.
Yeah, probably 30
you know
mil.
what I mean?
30 mil.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like 30 mil.
Like, did Gino get franchise tagged or not yet?
He will be. He will be.
He probably will be, right?
Oh no, he agreed to an extension. Did he not?
A 3-year deal. Let me check.
I think
how much was it?
Damn, I can't.
Because I get they paid him like great, but if Gino comes back next year and then,
but also guaranteed money is also the major thing too.
Yeah, that is true. And I mean, Smith Payload just say like Carla didn't deserve no $250 million. You know what I mean?
Oh my lord, G baby, they're talking about like he hasn't signed a deal yet, but they're saying could Gino make up to 35 to 38 mil?
Yo,
to me,
that's great. No, to me that's
a little
crazy.
OD.
Yeah.
Like I get
if you said 28 to 30, I would be reasonable. But 35 to
38, like I get the quarterback market, like more money and all that, but like you paying a dude almost 40 mil
because Mahomes makes 50 mil, and I'm looking at it as like Patrick Mahomes, bro. And
that's what I'm saying. If you paying Gino like 40 mil off the rip, like off of one season. Like it was a great season, but you banking off of one season to pay Geno Smith 40 mil, like I don't know, like
hey bro, they on their Chiefs timing, bro. What's wrong with that?
They're on their Chiefs timing.
They paid that man Pat Mahomes 10 years, man.
They're
gonna adjust that
Pat
contract.
Mahomes was 25 though.
I know.
They are going to adjust that contract though. You best believe we're gonna come.
You think they're adjusting that? If anything, they're gonna make.
I'm saying best believe. Best believe we're going to come down to the year and they're going to be like, we've reworked 2 years out of Mahomes deal to get some cap room, to get somebody on the defense.
No, G baby, that's what they're doing now. Most of the money he's getting is at the back half of his career, so they can pay guys now.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I was about to say, if anything, if he's still playing like this in like about like 7 more years, not even 7, like 5 more years, that money's going up. Like he's getting more.
It'll go up because the cap is going to go up because more revenue and. Like naturally, but as far as the percentage and the cap hit,
even
like
that, I think it's going even like because you're right about the revenue and all that stuff, but I think it's going like just the same way how we just saw it. What happened when he first got his contract and everyone was like staring at their phones like it was crazy. I think once he gets like another, like they're probably going to tack on another 4 years or something like that. It's going to be even higher than what it already was, and then they're probably going to find a way to do reconstruct it like they did.
So G baby, you know how everyone's talking about like Geno Smith, like 3-year deal, like that's what they're thinking. So a 3-year for 35 mil would be 105 mil. I was thinking like 3 years for 85 mil, bro. That sounds way more reasonable.
And somebody just said it too. If Kirk Cousins don't even deserve 35 mil a year, definitely not giving it to freaking Geno.
Yeah, what is Kirk making?
Kirk is making what? Like
it's
30,
it was for a minute 30 a year.
Yeah, like it's probably more now.
The 16 mil does like help Geno Smith out though. That like every team gets 16 more mil.
Yeah, but if they really are smart, they'll use it on the defense. Aaron just said it. 2 years, 40 mil for Geno is probably like.
I can't lie. That's a finesse.
2 years, 40 mil. No,
that's a finesse. That's a finesse. That's a
2 year, 2 year 50 then. But like
that's still kind of
25 a year.
2 years 60. 2 years 60 would be decent.
I think that's a max though. I think 25 mil a year is.
Or 2 for 56 and make it what? 28 or whatever.
I don't think Geno's I don't think these quarterbacks like if you're a quarterback and you have even one good year, I don't think you're taking.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't
Daniel Jones got to get paid too.
I feel like Geno better take it.
Oh, he will though. Geno will.
Better take it. Like
Geno's going to, bro.
Because he's
gonna back up his. Yeah, he's gonna take it.
That's what I'm saying. He better. Don't be trying to play hardball with your contract now, because then we're gonna get into a situation.
To be honest,
Seattle because if Seattle, if they really wanted to, they could be like, "Oh, you don't want to? Okay, that's fine. We won't pay you. We'll go get a."
Then they could move up in the draft. Yeah,
on a rookie contract. We'll go get a CJ Stroud on a rookie contract, and that's fine. Go. Good luck having success somewhere else. Good luck. You know what I mean? So. I don't know. It's tough. I don't think you should pay him that much, but I mean, it is the quarterback market, and it just gets bigger and bigger every year. But we're gonna talk about the whole title of the show. Are refs becoming a problem? There was problems in both playoff games this past weekend, but it was more so on the Chiefs Bengals where I feel most of the reactions are coming from. So I want to know how y'all feel about the missed calls, the no missed calls. Did they call too much? Should they have in either game, whether it be Chiefs Bengals or whether it be Eagles Niners? Nigel, I'll start with you.
Let's see. So I'll start with Bengals Chiefs because that's the one where I think the refs were more of a factor. I just think honestly they just seemed like they didn't know what was up, type of thing. I don't know if they were necessarily trying to rig for the Chiefs to win. They just kind of looked like they were freestyling out there, like especially like with the 3rd and 9, getting that back, like stopping the play after it's already been like what are you doing? Like normally plays are deaded like that. It just seemed like they were. I don't know if they were like flustered or if they were not paying attention. Like I don't know what happened there, but they kind of just seemed like they were. I don't know. They seemed like they were kind of out of it, and it's funny because in the postseason it's only so many refs, and then all the refs that are like in the regular season calling games like all across the country, they're all in the building. So they've really got a lot of like all the head refs that aren't like the main ref in that game, they're all there. Like they're all in Philly, they're all in Kansas City. So you'd think it'd be easier to make like obvious calls. You'd think it'd be easier to make even some of the harder calls when there's so many refs that have to call games every week in the building, and then it just seems worse. So it kind of seems backwards to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's a problem, but it ain't that much of a problem for real.
I think they're
gonna miss holding calls, bro. It happens.
Yeah,
they are.
It's not like it was another call like the Saints and Rams, bro. Like they're talking about like ticky tack, like holding.
Even then, and even because they people be saying like,
I do think the refs do suck though.
People would say like the holding on the Bengals, like right when Patrick Mahomes got hit. If it was both penalties, wouldn't it just offset?
If it's a roughing the passer, it's a personal foul. So
that's what I'm saying. If it's a personal foul and it's a holding call, does it not offset?
No, because it's a personal foul. Personal fouls don't offset. At least to my knowledge,
really?
I don't know because usually if there's fouls on both teams, but one of them is a personal foul. To my knowledge, I don't think they offset. I think they apply.
If it doesn't offset, then I don't really care. Like, yeah, then I definitely don't.
I could be wrong though, so don't quote me on it. But I'm almost like if it's a holding on the defense, holding on the offense, that's an offset. Pass interference, illegal hands to the face, that's an offset. But if it's a personal foul, especially a roughing the passer, I don't think they usually offset. I think Aaron just said I think personal fouls take precedent. So,
wait, was that personal foul after the whistle?
What was the roughing the passer?
No.
Was after the whistle?
I'm about the personal foul. That was after the whistle.
Oh yeah, so, that for sure takes precedent.
That for sure. Yeah,
because it's after.
But if it's during the play,
I'm talking about the play with Joseph Messiah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that would have taken precedent regardless because that was late out of bounds.
Personal foul.
Yeah, I have the rules right here. Yeah, it said if there was a personal foul during the play, like it would offset, but if it was after the play, it doesn't.
That I had no problem. I mean, that was a
personal foul.
That was let's be honest.
And then the Eli Apple holding call that they like that was clear and obvious too. Like
I don't know why people
had him around his neck. Like,
did they really? People were
bro.
arguing about that.
Yeah, people were getting mad. I was like, bro, what?
They're like, oh, why would you call that and all that? Like, don't let the refs decide the game.
Hey, when it gets that far, when people hate on refs at that point, that's just them hating on the refs.
Like, no,
I feel like Bengal fans are just upset, bro.
Because when the refs give you a reason, when the refs are already like people are already like on the fence, oh, the refs are kind of rigging, and then they see anything, they see any call.
When you lose a game on a game-winning field goal, you think that you could have eased like, oh, if we would have did this, or if the ref would have did this or this, we would have won. So yeah, they're gonna say the refs. Of course.
I don't think there's a lot of times though in the history. Well, let me rephrase that because I don't want my words to get misconstrued. I don't think there's really like that many egregious ones. Like the most recent one is Saints Rams pass interference.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the most OD egregious.
Yeah.
You need to be fired for not making that call. Like that's how egregious it was. There's times people miss calls all the time and but you watch the course of the game, that call, like, yes, even though it came in a crucial moment, that's not the reason they lost. Perfect example. Giants Commanders this year. Was Terry McLaurin set? Yes, he was. That was a bad call. Was that a pass interference? Yes, it was.
Absolutely.
That was a bad call.
Yes.
Did that cost them the game? No. Taylor Heineke fumbling. Even though, it was a great play. Hey, don't fumble, my guy. Don't fumble. That's a problem. They had other opportunities to take advantage, and they did it. Yeah. I think he threw a pick in that game. I could be wrong, but I think he threw a pick in that game, and a bad one too.
Yeah, what about Aaron? What about Aaron? What he's talking about right now with the 49ers and Eagles?
I didn't watch a lot of that game because once Brock Purdy, I realized he couldn't throw. I went to go DoorDash, so I was like, this is pretty much wraps. But I do know. I get Kyle Shanahan thing, like, oh, I didn't see the angle, so I didn't want to challenge it. I would have challenged that mug anyway. Because the body language of Devontae Smith was,
and it was fourth down.
Let's go. And I was like, yeah, bro, I would have challenged
it. It was fourth down, bro.
And Lane Johnson, I think he was moving a little bit early, a lot. I think he was doing that often, but it's tough for the 49ers Eagles because I think even with all that, even if those calls would have been made or would never been made, Brock Purdy couldn't throw the ball. Like, it's tough. He couldn't throw the ball. Like, he physically.
Yeah, you're out there with Josh Johnson.
And Josh Johnson got concussed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, like, when you didn't have another quarterback on the roster, which is kind of shocking that they didn't sign a third one. Like, that was kind of shocking to me that they didn't sign a third one because, for this reason. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody would have been able to just show up real quick.
Cam Newton could have did something.
Somebody.
Something.
I mean,
somebody
was on the market.
That's another thing I saw. Lane Johnson, bro. I don't know why, bro. He false starts.
He false starts. Yeah. It was
every pass play. He false starts, bro.
Like, it was bad. I can't lie.
Early, man.
Yeah, I mean, I get you, Aaron. Like, you can't account for 4 quarterbacks going down in the year. But I just always thought it was no matter what, we have 3 quarterbacks on the roster. I don't care if we got to bring up one from the practice squad. It's got to be.
But even if they did have a 5th quarterback, bro, they wouldn't have won.
Yeah, it would have took even with Brock Purdy, I thought they would have had a better chance, but
for sure,
it would have been for sure closer, but
absolutely.
But, yeah.
Yo, G-Baby, can you highlight that comment real quick?
Which one?
Lane Johnson shit.
Oh my God!
This
one?
My
God.
That is pure bias out your mouth. Pure bias.
Or not.
Trent Williams would grab you and throw you.
Who are the top
like
2 right tackles? Who are the top 5 right tackles in the league?
Right tackles? I mean, Lane Johnson.
Are we just taking tackles? Are we just taking tackles?
I mean, because Trent's a left tackle.
Yeah, Trent's a left tackle.
Like Trent Williams, the best lineman.
He's best lineman in the league.
Period.
Is he the best lineman in the league?
Yes.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Period.
Yes,
Not a
he is.
question.
Who are you gonna say is better, G baby?
Nobody. I was just asking you a question.
Yeah, like
No, I know. I'm saying, who are you even considering? Like, that came to mind.
I mean, there's other linemen that popped in my head. I still like
I mean, Zach.
I still think Quentin Nelson is really, really good. He just, unfortunately, that whole O line looked trash this year. But I still think he's really good. I still think Ryan Jensen is up there as far as O linemen go. He just got hurt. But I think he's up there. Tristan Wirfs too. I think he's up there.
Tristan Wirfs, yes.
Tristan Wirfs, yeah, right tackle Tristan Wirfs.
Tristan Wirfs when healthy might be better than Lane Johnson. It's not crazy.
That's not crazy. That's actually not crazy.
They're probably.
How do y'all feel about Ramczyk?
Wirfs is like right up.
Oh, Ramczyk is good as well. Those are probably the 3 best right tackles, off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about left tackles,
is Slater a left tackle?
Right, Williams,
Rashawn Slater,
Mailata,
Andrew
Slater.
Thomas.
Andrew Thomas.
No,
there's some good ones.
You said
the guy for the Eagles.
Mailata. Yeah. No, there's some good ones.
I was about to be real nasty. Let me stop.
But the Eagles O-line, I feel like
was about to say
nasty about
Chris Lynch.
Nothing. I'm not gonna say a word. I'm literally not gonna say a word.
Don't bring up no Falcons players either.
I'm not gonna say a word. I stopped. You keep on going. I won't stop.
He's actually like a top.
No, he's good. He's good. No, he's good. That's actually respect. That's real respect. You see, I didn't even say it.
Just making sure
he's one of the best guards.
Real quick. But well, though that's the ref problem. But let's actually talk about the Chiefs and Bengals game. So the Bengals, they lost. This is an obvious question, so I kind of want y'all to try to think out of the box. We know, even though they tried to adjust their O-line, it still wasn't a problem. I mean, it still wasn't good enough. We know it was a problem. But what do you think the Bengals need to address as far as, other than O-line, do you think that's it? Once they get their O-line together, they're fine? Or do you still think they need some help in other areas, whether it be coaching, whether it be personnel?
Let me go first.
Go ahead.
They need another corner. You can't have Eli Apple out there fucking holding and doing all that shit. MVS torched him. Bro,
you
need
Apple.
Better corners, bro.
Eli Apple played.
Yeah, if MVS is going to work,
Eli Apple played.
The problem is they got a draft bust at the starting corner position.
Yeah.
You talking about?
Eli Apple.
You're still talking about? Okay, I was back there.
Eli Apple. They got
Uzier when healthy is good, but
Uzier is good, but I'm
saying
saying
actually like that though. He's nice. He's nice.
He is. They got
Mike Hilton's also good.
Yeah, Mike Hilton's a great slide.
He's their slide. I was like, he's their
slide.
They need an outside guy.
Yeah, Uzier did get hurt too.
Isn't James Bradbury a free agent, bro?
They're not getting him. They're not.
If
I'm
James
not gonna lie.
went to
Philly
the
doesn't resign.
You're not gonna resign.
Philly doesn't resign. Huh?
I was reading that Philly was not going to resign
him because they can just easily get Keely Ringo and just drop.
Yeah, they can just draft the corner with the Saints pick. Is what I was reading.
That's. They were saying they would
tough though. You're not gonna resign.
Bradbury was like a top 5 corner in the year.
Bradbury, I don't know. I think that's
easily,
tough.
Trayvon Diggs is also a free agent too.
Is he?
He's getting re-signed. He's getting re-signed.
He's gonna get re-signed.
He's getting.
Maybe
you think Tony Pollard and Diggs are going back to the Cowboys or just one of them?
I think.
I don't know how much money the Cowboys got.
Is Dan Quinn still the DC?
Yeah.
They're keeping Trayvon Diggs.
There's no way Trayvon Diggs is a free agent, dude. There's no way.
So.
But
maybe he's eligible for a contract extension.
Oh,
he still has 1 more year.
Well, 1 more year.
But I don't think I don't think Eagles are keeping Miles Sanders.
Oh, they're definitely not keeping Miles Sanders.
Yeah, so I don't think they're keeping Miles Sanders.
Why not? Because they don't, bro. They
can draft Bijan
They can use
Robinson.
Anybody back there. They're using.
They can literally
go
draft
Kenneth Gainwell.
They can, they literally can go. The Saints one is like a top 10 pick or like 12 or something.
Oh, I forgot they got. Never mind. That's
why.
I mean, they're not going to draft. They're not going to draft Bijan with the 10th pick, but they still have their own first-round pick that they can use to draft Bijan.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Y'all Saints make me more mad each day, bro.
Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't want us to trade. I didn't want us to trade CJ Gardner-Johnson away, but trading up for our first-round pick to get Olave, I'm not mad about it. Like we had to.
That wasn't even the Olave trade though.
Yeah, it was. The first-round pick that they have from us was when we moved up to 12 to get Olave. Because the Eagles were
I thought that was the Penning. I thought that was the Trevor Penning one. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Oh, it might have been the Trevor Penning one.
Saints.
I was about to say, I thought they got that pick off of y'all because y'all traded.
Eagles. I think it's the Penning.
Y'all
one,
traded. What did y'all trade? What did y'all trade when y'all traded CJ over there?
I don't know what they gave us back. It wasn't a first round pick though.
It was a CJ.
When we traded CJ to the Eagles, I know they didn't give us a first round pick. I don't remember. It might have been a fourth.
It was like a sixth, I think.
If it was a sixth, I think that was.
I'm pretty sure it was a sixth because I remember.
Anyways, bro, y'all consistently make me mad week in and week out, bro. Because y'all pick and choose when y'all want to act smart, like y'all are a good franchise, and then want to act like y'all are at the bottom of the league all of a sudden, bro. I'm getting tired of it.
What do you mean?
Bro, I mean what I said, bro.
We're not at the bottom. Bro,
I'm saying week in and week out, y'all go from being, oh yeah, they got a great front office to, what did y'all just do? Like, I'm tired of it, bro. I can't do this, bro. Y'all setting the league up.
I think that's the only decision, in my opinion, that we've made recently that I would say was a wrong one. Was trading away CJ Gardner-Johnson. Everybody else, like
it just looks so bad because the Eagles are in the Super Bowl.
And no, it's even worse because
I think they would have been in the Super Bowl without CJ. You know what I mean? Like, I think they would have got there without him.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Like, they're still solid.
I'm mad at y'all front office though because y'all traded CJ thinking that since y'all got Tyrann Mathieu, that all this stuff is not gonna work together. When that literally could have been amazing. I thought
it was gonna be amazing too.
Like,
but in fairness, I feel like for us, we've been doing that for years though. We let Malcolm Jenkins go. Well, actually, I'm not going to use that one because our defense did take a hit. But we let Marcus Williams go. Our secondary was fine. We let Von Bell go. Secondary was fine. We got rid of somebody else. We didn't miss a beat. Our defense was still top 5. I mean, secondary was still even this year.
Didn't y'all always have somebody coming in that could replace them and do the exact same thing they did?
Because last year, Adebo had a great rookie season. This year, Adebo sells. Alontae Taylor steps in, has a great rookie season. You know what I mean? And that's with no Lattimore. You know what I mean? We lost. We just lost. We lost both of our safeties, CJ and Marcus Williams got that bag, and we just replaced them with Marcus May and Honey Badger. Now, Honey Badger in the start of the year, he was kind of disappointing me. He eventually picked it up, but we were also dealing with our secondary was always going to look bad because Adebo. We talk about sophomore slumps. Adebo's sophomore slump was horrendous because his rookie year, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, people
you know what I mean? I was like, I liked Adebo. Like, he wasn't nothing crazy, but I liked what he was. I was like, okay, we got somebody who can do a little something. And then this year he was just horrendous.
You just thought he would take a bigger jump?
I thought he would take a bigger jump. I'm not saying he was no top 20 guy or whatever. I just thought he would take a bigger jump. And he did. I think he took a step backwards. But Alontae Taylor shows up like we had games where we were starting Chris Harris Jr. from no fly zone.
In the slot, yeah.
That's crazy.
Like,
jeez. How old is Chris Harris Jr.? Like 33?
I have no
32,
clue.
33, yeah.
No clue. But so that's kind of why I'm like
33, bro.
We'll knock on your head, G, baby. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Why is he on my head? What?
He said Debo had a great rookie season. He didn't have one.
Yeah, I didn't say he was. I thought he was great
doo-doo
for us. I didn't say he was. I said he was great for us. I don't think he was trash. I thought he would take a bigger jump. But anyways,
bro, I say he was poo poo.
Yeah, whatever. That's fine. He can say what he wants. How? And this is the other question I want to ask you about the Bengals. How big do you think their window is to win the championship?
Oh.
How big do you think the Bengals window is to win the championship?
You know what? I agree with Dawson when he posted. I'm not gonna lie. If next year they win a Super Bowl in New Orleans, this shit rigged.
Yeah.
Wait.
Y'all think the Bengals win a Super Bowl? Actually?
So no. We were just having people like to say the NFL is rigged. I do not personally believe the NFL is rigged because, bro, you know how many people would have to be on it? The players would have to be on it. You would have to say, Joe Burrow, you're not going to the Super Bowl this year. This is Mahomes. I just don't believe that it's rigged. But let's say they do, like Patrick Mahomes fucking goes out there and wins a Super Bowl. And then next year in Louisiana, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase win the Super Bowl.
Baby.
where they won the national championship at. The same building.
I can get behind that.
Versus the hometown Saints? No, I'm kidding. Hey, if it is versus the hometown Saints, I will come out here and tell y'all, hey, you know what? It is rigged. I don't care because we're finally playing at home. No, you know what I mean?
Hey, guess what? If I said y'all would all be on my head.
But still, though, how big do y'all think the window is going to be, though?
Oh,
it's contingent. It's contingent on that one corner. It's contingent on how well they keep their defense together.
At least, I think it's going to be at least like 5 years.
5 years consecutive?
Yeah.
5 years consecutive.
I don't.
I think we. I don't know.
Like, bro,
I
Chase,
see the logic.
Higgins, Joe Burrow, like
if they're online, or they don't get a better corner, if they don't get a better.
Did he lag or is it?
Yeah, he's lagging.
Probably out here because they don't pay guys. Like, and they're gonna pay. They're gonna have to pay Jamar Chase.
They're going to.
Are you back now? I think you're back now. Yeah.
I'm back. Okay. But what was I saying? I don't think T. Higgins is going to get the money from the Bengals. I think he's probably going to have to be traded or go somewhere else because they're going to use that money for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. So paying 2 receivers, that just doesn't seem like something the Bengals are going to do. Which is why, because you asked, like, would they add? I think they should look into getting another receiver just to step into place of T. Higgins when that comes. So you can have Chase, Boyd, and then another guy, like maybe
you
not
think they keep Boyd too, though?
A second or third round pick. Well, because Boyd is going to be much cheaper, so I think it'll be
Tyler Boyd
Boyd
is 28.
He'll be cheaper. He's
28. Yeah. How long he been on the Bengals, bro? Oh my god.
T. Higgins is only 24.
He's been on the Bengals since they had Auden Tate, and they thought Tyler Boyd's going to be the number 1 guy, bro. That's how long he's been.
Tyler Boyd was Auden Tate.
Also, Swinton said that the Super Bowl next year is in Vegas.
Oh, why did I think that shit was in fucking?
Because
it's probably the next year after that.
Oh, the year. Oh, okay.
But hey, if they don't get,
hey, NFL's rigged if Tom Brady goes to Vegas and they win the Super Bowl.
100%.
That's what I would say,
bro. If the Bengals don't get if they don't keep their defense consistent and add a corner and then fix their O-line some way, somehow, I'm not gonna lie. Their Super Bowl window for me is like 3 years, bro.
I was about to say,
there's no way you can win a Super Bowl with the way your team is built. Like now, like the way this team is built, and going to the Super Bowl and still trying to win with just that bad. Like you have that much pressure in your face constantly, bro. I'm not with that. Even if they don't get that corner, if their O-line is not good enough, there's 3 years. Because it's eventually gonna get so bad that they're gonna.
They definitely But the thing is, G Baby said besides O-line, like we all know their O-line needs.
That's the number problem. 1. They tried to fix it and it still didn't work. So
yeah.
I lied.
It was decent. It got better, and then they all got injured.
And also another thing that they could use that not even use. I think it could be if it doesn't bounce back, they're gonna have to fix it, address it very soon. Is their run game, bro? Because it went from Joe Mixon, everyone loving Joe Mixon, to now people calling him a fraud. But that's just trolls. But still, to now him being like up in the mix, and him and Samaje Perine splitting carries like crazy. So. Next season, then the next 2 seasons, if we don't see some change in the what the run game is looking like, bro, it's gonna be real nasty for the Bengals, and their windows is still gonna be pretty small for me, bro.
I just feel like they're not keeping everybody. They're not. Joe Burrow.
I feel like Joe Mixon,
Jamar Chase will stay. Joe Mixon is 26, so you give it 2 years, he'll be 28. He'll probably be out the door. T. Higgins is probably going to be out the door because.
But the way you got to think, G-Baby, the way the Bengals will be, they'll always have a bottom half of the draft pick, so they're going to let Joe Mixon walk, and then they're just going to get an elite running back.
Yeah, but their defense is eventually going to suffer.
Oh, for sure.
Because Joe Burrow's contract is about to be huge.
Jamar Chase will be probably top 5 pay receiver. Yeah,
I think they'll have 2 windows. I think they'll have this little 2 to 3 year window
right now. Yeah.
And then after that, they'll probably
maybe a 2 to 3 year.
They'll have a little period where they won't be contenders.
With the core of guys they have, it's definitely 2 to 3 years. But like
Jamar Chase and Joe
Burrow will have another period.
Yeah, it'll be like a 2-3 year period after that where they really won't be Super Bowl contenders because their defense won't be as good, and then they'll have to eventually
they'll probably
transition find some gems in the draft. Yeah, new coach will come in.
G baby, imagine like in 5 years, right? The Vikings ain't winning shit. Justin Jefferson wants out. You get Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Jettis back together, bro. In Cincinnati.
I'm not gonna lie. If they get back together, they're gonna have a bottom 5 defense. Because there's no way you're gonna be able to afford anybody. Yeah, there's no way you're gonna be able to afford anybody on that defense unless everybody take a pay cut. Unless everybody take a pay cut, they're gonna have the worst defense in the league.
You want me to be nasty here?
No, you might do it anyway.
Bro said no.
Yeah, be nasty.
I was gonna say that, but also they could just be bad with Burrow and Jamar and let them get all their rookie defenders up, and then go get Jettas and pay for that man, and then they'll be a top 5 defense with all them young pieces and still have Jettas and Burrow. You know,
they'd have to draft like the Jets this year or like the Saints back in
2017.
Yeah,
they'd have to hit.
Yeah, they would have to pull. Yeah,
they literally have to.
Hey, if you're bad for like 4 years, bro, you can do whatever.
Yeah,
I guess. But all right. So we talked about the Bengals, them losing. We're gonna discuss more about the Chiefs and Eagles next week. But we are now going to transition to the 49ers because this is their 3rd NFC championship in 4 years. This time, unfortunately, stuff out of their control happened. The biggest question, and we kind of touched on it last week, so I feel like this is a repeat, so I apologize. But I guess this is just like a legit hammer home prediction. And we'll start with JJ, then we'll go Nigel, Trent, and then Dawson. Who do y'all think is legit starting the 2023 NFC season? For the 49ers.
Quarterback?
At quarterback.
If it's not Trey Lance, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
But who do you think? No, like who do you think it's going to be?
I think it's gonna be Trey Lance, but I'm gonna lose respect if it's not.
I think it's also Trey Lance, especially with the Purdy injury. He's gonna have to be recovering and stuff. Even if that was possible,
I feel like there's only 3 answers for this.
There's only one answer, honestly.
What?
Trey Lance.
I think there's 3 answers. Either
it's
one,
unless you're talking about some Aaron. Let's say Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
Tom Brady going to the 49ers makes so much sense, bro. Because he doesn't need to get paid $100 million. He just needs a 1-year deal.
Oh my gosh! If Tom Brady,
it makes too much sense, bro.
I mean, he was taking pay cuts in. He was taking pay cuts in New England. If he cares about winning another chip, why wouldn't he take a pay cut to play with?
Exactly.
I'm not opposed to that. I'm not gonna lie. He goes there. If he was there this year,
like the only 3 names were Tom Brady, Trey Lance, or Brock Purdy. Those were the only 3 guys.
If he was there this year, I'm not gonna lie. That we already know how that Eagles game is looking. Like I don't know if they still win, but it's gonna be a different narrative. We'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think it'll be Trey because
it will most likely be Trey. Yeah.
Brock Purdy's not gonna be healthy till August, and Jimmy G's not gonna be on the roster. So
yeah, Jimmy G will be in the black and gold, G baby.
I'll take it at this point. I'll take it. If we're not getting Lamar. I mean, I said that last year. If we don't get Deshaun Watson, I'm cool with Jimmy G. But then we re-signed Jameis, and I was
I don't know why you cool with Jimmy G. Like, if you were, I don't know why. Get ass, bro.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't understand why would you be cool with that?
Because I think if he was on the Saints, we're giving him. It's not the exact level because we know the 49ers defense is elite, and we don't have a Trent Williams, but we have a Ryan Ramczyk. We don't have for 2 games, he had Elijah Mitchell and stuff. Like he has a Kamara, who I think he'll check down to, get him involved in the passing game. I think the defense, when it was healthy, I mean we were second in the league in passing this year, and that was shocking to me to hear.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
So I think we have I still think we have a top 10 defense, maybe not top 5. We still have a top 10 defense. We have enough weapons to be suffice. I think he would be. I think he would be a solid game manager.
But that's Jimmy G. It's Jimmy G though.
Yeah, a solid game manager.
I'm saying what makes Jimmy G look the way he is right now because he's in the most perfect situation for him. The Saints wouldn't be that much. If he came to the Saints, I still think it's a good enough situation to where he can just be a game manager. It's not like he's no turnover machine. That's all we needed Jameis to do was be a game manager, but he's a turnover machine. Take out the turnovers, that's Jimmy G. And I think that's good enough
to keep us afloat. Honestly, now is he? Do I want him for the next 5 years?
Hey,
no.
You got to think.
I want us to find our franchise quarterback. But
Trent,
that's why I said if
Jimmy
we don't
G turned
get,
the ball over too, though.
You got to think, Trent. That
he
division
ain't
is
turnover
ass.
machine, bro.
That division is ass. All they need is a decent.
Like
Okay, but if Jimmy, no, think about it. If Jimmy G enters the division, rank the quarterbacks in the division. If Jimmy G,
it'll probably be
the best
Brady
one there.
stays, I guess.
No, Brady. Rumors is Brady's dipping. Like he's done with the Tampa.
If Brady's gone, Jimmy G is the best quarterback in that
That's
division.
what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. But because like by
that
next
division
year,
is so bad.
by
I'm
next
sorry,
year,
JJ.
that's really gonna be better than that nigga. But we're gonna keep.
Still gonna. Who?
Hey, Trey, you my dog. Trey, you my dog. Trey, you my dog.
Yes, sir. Here's the thing: you're just delaying the inevitable, G baby. You're delaying.
No,
the
I'm with you. That's no. I'm with you because I said I want us to get Lamar Jackson. And yet last year, I wanted us to get Deshaun because at least we know what we're going to get with these guys. We know we can rely on them for the next couple of years. If we don't get those guys, I want us to find somebody in the draft, like a Hendon Hooker, or I want us to just tank and go get Caleb Williams.
If I'm the Saints, I want to be bad next year.
Yeah,
I put myself in the running for Caleb Williams.
I want to be bad too.
Bro. Yeah. Like that's what I would do.
If y'all went for Deshaun, bro, I'm not gonna lie, y'all be in a worse situation in my opinion. If y'all actually went after Deshaun.
Oh yeah, 100%.
How much y'all would have to pay
100%.
Oh, that is
true. We would have made it work, and Taysom Hill wouldn't be on the roster.
Sean Payton
would have been, and Taysom Hill and Taysom Hill wouldn't be on the roster. That contract would have been dead.
And we all damn well know. We all know Sean Payton would come back.
He would stay on the roster, 100%. But we definitely changed that contract. And he'd just be a special teams gadget guy. I know they turned him into a tight end, but no, I'm the same one who said I wanted Drew Brees to retire a year early. Saints just suck. Go get Trevor Lawrence.
Go get.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted us to do.
That would have been
That's
better.
literally what I wanted us to do. But Drew Brees said he wanted to come back, and he's a Saints guy. He's a New Orleans.
That's what I wanted to do.
We weren't going to say no, don't come back. Like they weren't going to say that. The owners and stuff, they love Drew too much. So I was like, well, if Drew Brees ain't gonna come back, we better win, and we did it. So it is what it is. But yeah, I just feel like if we don't, that's why I said if we don't get a Jimmy G, if we don't get a Lamar Jackson, if we don't even get an Aaron Rodgers, even though I highly doubt that. Hell, even if we don't get Tom Brady, I am okay with living with a Jimmy G as a bridge quarterback. He could do the same thing, not stats wise, but he could be the same thing Geno is right now. We know Geno's not going to be their franchise guy. We know he's going to be there for like 2 years, and they're going to eventually they should eventually get their franchise guy. Because I just think Jimmy G is going to be a bridge guy until we get a franchise guy, and that's all he needs to be, honestly.
But is he going to make y'all? Is he going to make y'all bad enough, type of thing, to where like y'all will actually be in the running to get a franchise QB? Because that's the only thing I'd be worried about. Like, because y'all could, like with Jimmy G, y'all could still mess around and win we
can win a playoff game.
In the division. Yeah. God dang your division.
Yeah, because that division.
But just any other division, this wouldn't even.
Yeah. Facts.
But like, yeah, y'all could mess around, win 7-8 games, make the playoffs, and then you'd still be delaying it. So I don't know. I might just honestly.
I agree with you. I was about to say I agree with that logic. I agree with the logic because I wanted us to do it when Drew Brees came back. So I have no problem if we just say, yeah, you know what, we're gonna trade everybody, clear up cap space, fix this defense, like probably improve our rush defense because it wasn't as good. Suck and go get Caleb Williams. I am 1,000% okay with that. I wouldn't. And anytime anybody would talk mess about the Saints next year, I'd be like, it's okay. We getting Caleb. Yeah. That's cool.
I would keep Olave. I'd keep Olave. I'd probably keep Ramchick.
Mm-hmm.
On it, who else is
and
on
keep the defense? Keep the defense. I mean, Cameron Jordan's getting orders, so if we let that slide, I'm cool.
Cameron Jordan, Tyrann Mathieu,
Mario
Davis is iffy. Who?
I think Pete Werner will make losing DeMario Davis a little easier if we come to that decision because Pete Werner, before he got hurt, in my opinion, was playing like an all-pro.
Sorry, you were talking about DeMario Davis?
Yeah, I said if DeMario Davis, I think he'll still be good, but I think with Pete Werner, how good Pete Werner was for us, think if we lose to Mario Davis, I think we'll make it okay. As long as the three people I feel like we can't lose is Lattimore, Ramczyk, and Olave. I don't want to lose Kamara, but if he don't want to be there,
it's about to be his 7th year as a running. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. If he don't want to be there anymore, we can let him slide. So,
bro, I got a question to ask y'all, bro.
Yeah, what's up?
Y'all think the NFC South is the new NFC East?
Yes.
Not for long. Not for long.
But right now, yeah.
Right now,
so when you say not for long, that means like we're gonna be on the.
I think the NFC East is about to fall back down to earth. This was this was an anomaly year. I think next year they'll still be solid, but then eventually they'll start falling back to the NFC East. We know because it's the Cowboys. Because it's the Cowboys, and unless what's it called? The Giants figure out their weapon situation. Don't be surprised if the Giants fall back down to earth too. Even Daniel Jones could play good, and they can still fall down off the earth because it's the Giants. It's the NFC.
Nah, Brian Dable gonna coach them up though. I'm not gonna
I love Brian Dable. I think if it's not him, I think he's coach of the year. If it's not,
I'd give it to him.
If it's not Doug Peterson, Peterson, I think it should be. Dable. So, but I'm just saying, if it's the NFC East, we can come back next year, and the winner can. I mean, maybe not the Eagles because they're too stacked. Like they're too stacked to be that bad. But the next guy in the NFC East can win 9 games, and I wouldn't be shocked.
I mean, that's what I thought was going to happen this year.
Facts. Honestly, especially when Dak went out. Especially when he went out. I thought. Yeah. So, I mean, y'all probably don't, but I'm going to ask anyway because I'll put it on the doc. Do y'all have any concerns about how Jalen Hurts looked in this championship game going into the Super Bowl?
How he looked. Low key,
yes.
It's rough. I don't know.
If he plays like that, they're gonna lose.
I don't agree with that because I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he's gonna play like that. Just that.
Neither do I. But I'm saying if he does play like that, they're gonna.
That defense that he just played was clear. We all know it was clearly significantly harder.
Yeah, but he was missing open throws that he usually hits though. Like AJ Brown was streaking down the field. Like, that was a bad miss.
That hurt me.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
It's just plays like that he doesn't miss. I'm like, he got to make that. You make that, oh shit, that's a touchdown.
And this is the wrong time to be starting missing easy throws like that. Yeah. This is the wrong
Chiefs
time.
Secondary. The Chiefs secondary is looking a lot better.
Hey,
than
you could argue. Oh, never mind.
And
Snead got hurt too, though. They got to hope Snead plays.
Oh, Snead, yeah, Snead. Yeah, but their rookie stepped up big time.
Yeah, Watson and McDuffie have been balling.
Watson, McDuffie.
So, I have the Chiefs winning because it's Patrick Mahomes. Like, I think anytime you say it's Patrick Mahomes, it's not a bad argument. Mm-hmm. But again, I didn't see Jalen Hurts look like that all year. Like, even in his worst games, he wasn't missing easy throws. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, like, they were getting a lot of short yardage situations, and I get the run game was working. So I'm a big believer. If the run game was working, you don't need to throw. But when he was throwing, it was kind of like, Jalen Hurts, like, this is not the time to be. Because the 49ers secondary really wasn't doing nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like, they couldn't do anything crazy. Like, it's just, I think they'll be all right. I think even if he plays great, I think the Chiefs can still win this game. But it is a little concerning from what I saw in that game. So, all right. Well, before we get out of here and see if we can get out in like 5 minutes, I want to ask everybody their top 10 quarterback list. Damn. Because we know Mahomes and we know Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. We know Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. They're in the Super Bowl right now, but the season's basically over. There's one more game to be played, and I don't think this game is going to move anybody. So
it better not.
It shouldn't. So unless Jalen Hurts comes out and does some historic stuff on the highest stage, wherever you have him, probably shouldn't. But the season's over. You've had a full 17, 18 games or whatever to digest what you've seen, who's progressed and who's regressed. So I'm going to do a top 10 quarterback list.
We're going what's order?
You know what, Dawson? You can go first.
Yeah. Why do I gotta go first?
Because you're the first person I looked at when they asked me the question. So,
man, I'm not ready. Give me like 2 minutes. Someone go first.
That's crazy because I put it on the dot. I literally said top 10 quarterback. I even asked y'all, did we do running backs already? You were like, yeah.
No, yeah.
All right, cool. Top 10 quarterbacks.
That's what the.
All right, I'll go first. I'll go first.
Yeah.
Let's knock it out.
And this is overall. Like, yes, this season matters. Count the season because the season's over with. Yeah. So it matters, but overall.
So Pat Mahomes won clearly. I'm not gonna lie to y'all boys. I got Joe Burrow too. I gotta have it. Bro. I got Josh Allen 3. I got Herbert 4. I still have Rodgers in the top 5. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't mind that.
I think this year is just contingent on everything else. I still believe in Rodgers. I have Lamar at 6 though. And I have Brady at 7. Dang, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I'm forgetting like mad guys already. What the heck?
You're not forgetting mad guys. There's only 3 left. Everybody else you said is perfect, but
no, I'm saying I'm just forgetting quarterbacks right now in my head in general.
Oh yeah, you're forgetting 2 names at the very least.
Hold on, I need to go look at these quarterbacks now.
Let me help you out. Is Jalen Hurts a top 10 quarterback?
Yes.
He's 9.
So he's 8.
I still and I have Trevor Lawrence at 10, so I'm missing.
So you need an 8.
Yeah.
I don't know who else you would say is better than them 2, but unless you're giving Russell Wilson the benefit of the doubt.
Oh God, no.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I am. So that's the problem.
No,
so then you should move Hurts up to 8 and Trevor up to 9. Are you giving Kyler the benefit of the doubt?
Yeah.
Look, I was thinking of him the entire time, but my problem with that is, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not even gonna front. Yeah, I got Kyler at 10. Really, I might. I'm debating whether or not because this is Hurts' breakout year for me in general. I don't care what anyone says. This is really his breakout year. So I'm like, if you want to put his breakout year, like making this like year stack on top of the rest for what he's done, and so it boosts him, then I'm not mad at that. But I think Kyler in general is just a body of work. I think I can still have Kyler over him for right now. So I'd probably have Kyler. And T-Law just got in the top 10 already, so I gotta leave him at 10. So I think Kyler's 8. And Hurst 9, and then T-Law 10.
Okay. Dawson?
Mahomes, number 1. Joe Burrow, number 2.
Okay.
Josh Allen, number 3. Aaron Rodgers, number 4. Justin Herbert, number 5. Lamar Jackson, 6th. Jalen Hurts, 7th. Tom Brady, 8th. Trevor Lawrence, 9th. Kyler Murray, 10th.
Okay. Why Brady so low? And if he's that low, why not just bump him one more spot down?
I'm honestly with you.
I love the nasty stuff.
I mean, it's not ridiculous.
I'm like kind of with that.
So what are you trying to say?
Because of the Brady.
I feel like if you're gonna put Jalen Hurts over him, low key, just keep going. Just keep going and move Trevor Lawrence over him too.
I feel like
at that point, because I feel like if you're gonna give Brady the benefit of the doubt, you should give him the benefit of the doubt over both of them, not just one of them. That's just me.
Warnock has something good. He said why Brady's so low but Rodgers so high.
Bro, DJ made a good point too. I forgot about Watson. That's one of the guys I was talking about.
I'll give him. I think they were in 2 different. Watson. Brady and what's his name were in 2 different situations.
What you mean?
Like
I think they're right next to each other.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think that too. Yeah.
Like I almost had Brady right in front of Hurts and right behind Lamar. Like that's really close. Like
I mean, I'll tell you mine when I get there.
And I almost had Herbert over Aaron Rodgers. That's super close for me as well. Like it's just that's interchangeable to me. Like that's what it is.
Yeah,
but I think as we speak though, we're not as today. I do think Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady.
I do too.
I'm not even lying, DJ. Go ahead, Nigel.
Last year I didn't. I didn't. I was a Tom Brady, but I think Aaron Rodgers is better.
I think I'm not gonna lie. DJ made a solid point because I had Deshaun Watson in my top 10 before he even all that stuff happened between them, bro.
Oh, and for sure.
And so that Kyler stuff now is like it's swaying me already. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna let y'all finish y'all, and
gonna be out. Hold on, but Kyler's gonna be out for like a half a season, bro.
I think Deshaun Watson's body of work is clearly better than not clearly.
For sure, it's better. It's better.
It's better than Kyler Murray's, and I think he still deserves his top 10 nods.
I don't know, bro. He looks
attitudes clearly.
He looks bad.
He looks bad.
That's the only problem though.
That's like
Jacoby Brissett literally was better than him.
But I think that's just rust though. I think when you knock off the rust, you know.
Yeah, I think a full off season because he wasn't able to even be in the facility until like mid-October. So a full off season, I'm not worried.
I know y'all don't like value the preseason as high, but like if we're just gonna be fair here, when he was playing in the preseason and he was playing against starters, he looked solid and he looked like he was still playing like himself. So like, I just really think
50-50,
I don't know.
I get your point.
Who you got? Okay, I have so many guys in this like 9 to 12 range. I'll give you my top 4. Right now. It's Mahomes 1, Burrow 2, Herbert 3, and then Allen 4. Actually, I can give you my 5 too. It's Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's my 5.
I almost have Lamar in the top.
6 through like 12 is kind of wild to me because I could see any order. I'm going to put Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna put Hurts 6 based on what I've seen this year. I'm gonna put Hurts 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put Rodgers 7 and Brady 8. Put Rodgers 7, Brady 8. 9. When healthy, I think this is where Kyler should go. I think Kyler. Yeah, I'd put Kyler at 9. And then 10. 10 is where I'd have Trevor. 10 is where I'd have Trevor Lawrence. And this is all when healthy, so.
Trent.
And then Trent, yeah.
So I say Mahomes, Burrow, Herbert, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Brady, Jalen Hurts, and then was that 8?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 8.
These 2 I don't really like. You can flip flop. I don't care. Probably put like Kyler, and then probably 10. Probably Trevor Lawrence or Kurt. I'm not gonna lie. Probably just Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
So hey, how do you feel about Deshaun though? Like where do you see him?
Oh, bro, he gonna go back in the top 5 by next year.
I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. For me, it's Mahomes, Burrow, Herbert, Allen, Lamar, Rodgers, Brady, Hurts, Trevor, and I have Deshaun at 10 because I believe in him more than I believe in Kyler. I believe Deshaun Watson.
I believe in Deshaun Watson.
I believe Deshaun Watson will be that borderline top 5 quarterback. So I'm giving Brady and Rodgers the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving it to both of them. So that's why it's still up there.
Y'all can say I'm tripping, bro. I remember people having Deshaun all the way in their top 3s when he was in Houston, bro.
He was in my top 3 when I was in Houston. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't crazy to say at all. 2020, top 5 quarterback was not crazy at all. That was like guaranteed, no questions asked.
No, guaranteed. Yeah, he had no argument to be less than that, honestly. Yeah.
But all right, that is going to conclude our show. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I know y'all see it down there. If you guys are watching on replay, please like the video, comment, subscribe. I think we're at 70 subscribers right now. We're on the road to 100, so please get us there. Follow the TikTok, follow the Instagram at @keepingitg_podcast. We're getting views, we're getting a lot of activity. We're growing. That's all we can ask. So appreciate all of you though there. Shout out to Lucas. I told you I didn't tell you I was going to shout you out on the show. Shout out to Lucas because he can make a thumbnail that clears any thumbnail I will ever make on my best creative day. So shout out to Lucas for the thumbnail for sure because I can't do it and he can. So shout out Lucas. Shout out everybody in the chat. Warnock. I know I saw Aaron earlier. Hellfire. DJ. Shout out all y'all in the chat. I hope I didn't miss any names. But shout out everybody there. Shout out everybody watching. And that's Aaron our show. Too. So yeah, Aaron. If I didn't say your name, Aaron. Yeah. Ty, I know you were in here earlier, so shout out you, man. Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday. Whoa. No, next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, because it's not Valentine's Day yet. So next Tuesday, we will catch y'all talking about the Super Bowl. And I don't know, we might have to bring back a little tier list love, a little draft. I don't know. We might have to bring one back and this little receiver debate once and for all. But, hey, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. And we'll catch y'all next time.